Well, people, you don't need a sauna because this heat wave in the United States is breathtaking. You will burn up if you go outside. You will burn up. It's very, very hot. Just walk out there for a little while and you will be sweating. Yep. So drink plenty of water. Make sure you're hydrated. See, the roads are cracking. The brush fires and people having strokes, and it's really hot, people. Really hot. You don't want to be out there full of coffee or full of alcohol. You want to be full of some water. That's how hot it is. It's some dangerous levels of heat across the United States. So take precautions. Don't take a break in the shade. If you're working outside, take a break somewhere. Don't work until you've had a stroke, because that's the type of weather it is. It's very hot, very dangerous. And if you value your life, then drink plenty of water and try to stay inside or in the AC somewhere in your car, or limit your time outside. It's very hot outside, people. It's dangerous heat. Very dangerous. We don't want nobody to get a heat stroke or death, because that's the type of temperatures we're dealing with. Temperatures from from southeastern Arizona through southern New Mexico and into Texas will remain in the hundreds Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's hot, people. Whatever day you want to choose, it's hot. You need to take all the precautions you can and make sure that you're staying hydrated. That's the number one thing. Stay hydrated and limit your time in the heat. And the people that's working in the heat, just make sure you take some breaks out of the heat to stay safe. If you're feeling dizzy, lightheaded, your heart beating fast, you can hear it through your ears, take a break. Get out the heat. Don't stay out there till you have a stroke, because the weather is dangerous. Don't no job's worth dying for. If the people won't give you a break, you may have to quit, whatever it takes, because you can't get paid dead. So just take care of yourself. Use your common sense. Don't let anyone tell you, don't take a break if you feel like you need one, because your life is what you're taking a break for, to save your life. If the heat is busting up concrete, the electricity is blinking on and off. It's barely making it because of the so many people are running their ACs and all-time high. So it's hot. It's really hot. It's really, really hot. So I'm just telling you to don't play with this heat. It's not. It seems like it's a new heat. It's not the same heat. It's a brand new heat, one that will harm you. A heat wave through the U.S. California, they're in the hundreds. Nevada, Arizona, Utah, New Mexico, Colorado, South Dakota, Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, and probably some other states are also dealing with heat. We know up in New York it's hot, and they also have the smoke in a lot of those states up there. So you don't want to experience a heat stroke or any type of damage to your kidneys, because the heat can damage your kidneys And then you have kidney failure and be on dialysis. You have to stay hydrated. If you're out there drinking in the heat, you're playing with your life. You're playing with your kidneys. So a lot of people not aware that the heat can damage your kidneys. So, we're raising money to help the elderly during this time. They may need fans. They may need some small air conditioners. They may need water. A lot of people on a fixed income and they can't afford to run the air, so may not have AC. Some people don't even have AC, so we want to help out the elderly, the people that are handicapped that need help. Just anyone that's may be too poor to buy a fan or anything. Your donation will help these people out, and 100% of your donation will go to this cause. And if you cannot afford to donate, simply subscribe and view the video all the way through, and this will help us raise money to help someone. But 100% of your donation, whether you donate $1 or $1 million, will go to helping someone out today. So help them out, people. Don't be listening to, thinking your donation is going to go other than where you send it. We're not going to keep $1. We're going to give it all away. That's what this channel is about. Giving back 100%. Not keeping a dollar. And we have a PayPal button on our site, so you can go to that button and just click on it and donate $1, $1 million. PayPal probably put through $1 billion. We don't know. I don't know. I don't have $1 billion, so I wouldn't know. But they want those transaction fees, so they'll get it through to the people. You have no reason not to donate if you want your money to go directly to a cause. We have many causes, so we want you to donate. Opulent Philanthropy is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. If you donate through our YouTube channel, 100% of your donation will go to the event of your choice. PayPal charges a 2.89% fee plus 49% transaction fees. 49 cents per each transaction. When you donate, there is a section to write a note. Please let us know your donation intentions. You will receive an email from us verifying the full amount. We will also provide a receipt letter for tax purposes for donations over $250. Many donors are eligible to deduct donations from their taxes. So a lot of people donate to write it off. You can write it off. So that's a good reason to donate to a 501c3 nonprofit organization. We're tax exempt. Tax exempt means you can write it off. That's a good thing. You can give it to Uncle Sam, or you can write it off right here. Either way, you have to pay taxes. So 501c let us receive the money and you write it off. So you're helping someone directly. And that's what we're here for. We're not here to keep your money. We're here to help someone directly. And if you would like to do that, then please make a donation and leave a notation. And we'll get that money to them. We'll contact you if needed for any additional information about your donation. We will contact you. But if you provide the right donation to get where the money needs to go, we won't have to contact you. We'll send it straight there. A lot of times we already know where the money needs to go because we have been doing this for a long time. So we have many corporations and their employees that help with these fundraisers. So they donate quite a bit of money to help others, and we want to thank them. We appreciate their help around the world. So we are an international charity. We help people around the world, not just in the United States. And people around the world do help out people in the United States. We have people from all countries into the United States. So we're an international country. We have international airports to receive these people, and they help out too. They like to help out in this great country, the United States. They want to keep it great, so we want to thank them and appreciate it, and we want to help out when they have tragedies. There's always a tragedy going on around the world, so we need your help if you can. If you can't, subscribe, watch the videos, and this also helps someone to survive. There may be more danger than a typical heat event due to the longevity of near record or record high nighttime lows and elevated heat index reading, the prediction center said. Compounding the dangerous effects of the heat wave will be abnormally warm overnight temperatures that will provide little to no relief from the heat. The prediction center said temperatures won't fall below 80 degrees at night, and in many areas like Dallas and New Orleans and Shreveport, the heat wave is expected to get worse before it gets better, with no relief in sight before earlier next week. So it's going to get a lot worse, people. It's not going to get better. That means if the temperatures continue to rise, your chances of a stroke or just getting overheated or death will also continue to rise. The scientists say we're going through global warming, so if it gets hotter than this, you may have to migrate. I don't know what's going to happen, but this is a whole new heat. I used to didn't have to water my grass. Now I got to water my grass, so it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. The grass is burning up. I water it so it don't catch a fire. I don't want my house to burn down. So it's pretty bad. It's really bad. Boy, you talking about some heat. I don't want the grass fire to get me. And the heat domes that drive record temperatures are expected to become more frequent and hotter due to the climate crisis. In the meantime, more than 90 record high temperatures could be broken this week, from Texas to Missouri to Florida. Extreme heat and humidity will significantly increase the potential for heat-related illnesses, particularly for those working or participating in outdoor activities. And this comes from the National Weather Service. So, if you live in any one of these states, we don't have to tell you how hot it is. It's hot. It's really hot. So you don't have to. You already know. Extreme heat in Texas has contributed to at least 2 deaths at the remote Big Bend National Park on Friday, where temperatures reached 119 degrees. The state has been experiencing the heat wave for more than 2 weeks. 119 degrees, man. That's deadly. So you just have to try to stay out of the heat, because you don't know if you hydrated enough or you haven't been drinking a lot of water, and you could have drinking a lot of water and still having heat stroke. This is some new heat, some crazy heat. So don't just think you can't be taken out by the heat. Protect yourself. Limit yourself in the heat. It is very hot. The heat in Austin, Texas has already put a strain on emergency services, city officials said in a Monday news conference. Austin EMS reported an uptick in heat-related emergencies, 118 calls for service in the last 2 weeks. So 118 people needed an ambulance. Yeah, so they actually probably either passed out or got sick, or just, I don't know, had a stroke. They did something happen really bad. And you can see it's hot. It's hot, people. It's hot out there. We just want you to be careful and tell others to be careful to make sure that we all stay safe. Stay cool. Drink plenty of fluids, and wear cool clothing. Don't wear black like me. Get you some all white. I'm inside, so that's why I got all black. When I go outside, I'm going to switch to a lighter color because I don't want to have a heat stroke. And adding that elderly residents, small children, people with chronic diseases, and those without access to air conditioning are most at risk. Dallas is expected to reach 104 degrees this week and probably into next week. New Orleans is forecasted for 98, but extremely high humidity levels mean it feels like it's 110, 115 degrees across much of central, eastern, and southern Texas, as well as most of Louisiana and Mississippi. So it's bad, folks. It's bad. Don't think, well, I did it last year and I was fine. The heat ain't that bad. I believe it's hotter. We're breaking records. That means it's hotter than last year. That means that you may not be safe. Next year it may be even hotter. It may be cooler. But if it's hotter than this next year, at some point it's going to be very deadly to anybody of any age. So just be aware that it seems like global warming is true. We're warming up. Maybe it's a natural occurrence. Maybe it's man-made. I don't think nobody really know, but they say it's man-made, but fossil fuels, but could be a natural occurrence. It may have been hot like this billions of years ago or millions of years ago. We wasn't here. We don't know. They don't have any records. So I'm just gonna tell you, regardless of statistics or the scientists or a million years ago, it's hot today, and you don't need statistics or somebody to tell you it's hot. Just walk outside and you will see for yourself that it's very hot. The city of New Orleans has also warned residents that the hot temperatures can be life-threatening. The combination of afternoon heat index reading above 110 and morning lows remaining well above normal will provide little, if any, relief for the body to cool for those without access to air conditioning or cooling centers, New Orleans officials said in a press release. So what they're trying to tell you people is you stay out there too long, you're cooking. You're cooking, that's what you're doing. You're cooking your organs. You're cooking. You don't want to cook your organs. This stuff will cook you. Cook your brain, cook your heart. These high temperatures will cook you slowly. You can cook food at these temperatures. You can put an egg out there and fry it. So don't be fool. If it crack concrete, it'll crack you too. So don't be fooled. Don't think you tougher than concrete, because you're not. So stay cool, keep the body cool. Don't cook your body. Cook your body, you're gonna stroke out. And that's what that heat is doing. It's cooking. Don't get cooked. In New Mexico, critical fire weather conditions were expected Monday and Tuesday as warm temperatures mixed with strong winds and low humidity, according to the National Weather Service. Warning that it takes only one spark to start a wildfire. The Weather Service asks residents to avoid activities with open flames, throwing cigarettes out of the window, or parking on dry brush. So they're saying that your car parking on dry grass or something, your car could, the heat from the engine or the oil can start a fire. Dropping a cigarette, we already know, have started many forest fires. So you smokers out there, don't throw your lit cigarette butts into the grass. We don't want to on the ground. The wind might blow it into the grass, so we don't want to start a forest fire or house fire, no kind of fire that'll burn down something. So it's bad. We don't want to do that. We don't want to start any fires. So be careful. If you're a smoker, if you're barbecuing for the 4th of July, wet down the grass around you. Don't just go out there and those sparks come out of barbecue pits too, and people like to eat barbecue for the 4th of July. So be careful, don't burn down your house. Wet down that grass out there. Put some water on it before and after. Keep it wet, especially when you leave that pit unattended. Put some water around it so you don't burn down your house or burn down your neighbor's house. We don't know which way the flames might go. But don't just be out there cooking on dry grass, because that wind can start a spark, blow a little that wood or charcoal, whatever you're burning can blow, and next thing you know, you look around and the barbecue be inside of your house. It only takes one spark to start a wildfire. The Weather Service asks residents to avoid activities with open flames. So, I'm telling you, don't do it. The intensifying heat wave has already brought record-breaking temperatures to Texas. San Angelo saw a record high of 112 degrees. Del Rio set a daily record with 111 degrees. And now they're telling you they're setting records. So, what you did last year outside may not work this year. You can cook something. You don't want to cook your brain. You don't want to cook your heart. You don't want to cook your kidneys, because it's not going to work out well for you. People in the hospital, nurses, they see people all the time. They work outside all day. They come in and they have kidney failure. Not drinking enough water, staying in the heat too long, and it's hotter than it's normally. So don't try to stay out of the heat if you can. If you feel like you're getting sick, it's too much for you, take a break. Don't stay in the heat, because you may not survive. Monday marked the 9th consecutive day Del Rio set a record high temperature. 9 days, probably in the hundreds. That's a lot of heat. It's a lot of heat. Both areas have also seen all-time record high temperatures during this heat wave. Del Rio hitting 115, San Angelo 114. Man, you talking about some heat. Even as the heat spreads into nearby states, the dangerous heat is forecast to continue across south central Texas this week. Many areas outside South and Central Texas will experience their most significant heat of the season thus far. It just turned July, and I've always thought that like August and maybe mid or the end of July was the hottest time. So if we just getting into July and it's already this hot, I would say that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad, people. That's pretty dangerous. So like I say, be careful. Watch when you're driving. I've been driving on the highway and I see the roads look like the concrete in chunks coming out the roads and stuff, and you're trying to swerve and miss that chunk of concrete and hit somebody. That could be dangerous for you, your life, your car, the others. So just drive careful and drink plenty of water. Don't try to stay in the heat too long, because this is a bad time. Along the northern side of the oppressive heat, strong to severe storms are expected to develop. High temperatures across the central and southern plains in conjunction with an approaching cold front. Cold front will set the stage for damaging winds, very large hail, and isolated tornadoes. So yeah, a lot of people been having tornadoes too. So look like you can't win. You can't win. They try to cool it off and it turns into a tornado. We've seen the tornadoes in Texas and other places that completely demolished the homes of people and took some lives. And this weather is getting real tough, real extreme, and we got to be aware of that. We got to be aware of the warnings when we receive them. A level 3 or 5 threat of severe weather is highlighted for parts of Kansas and Oklahoma, including Wichita and Tulsa. So a secondary level 2 to 5 threat of severe storms is located over South Dakota and Nebraska. So they got storms, they got heat, we got a lot going on. But I'm just trying to tell you to don't risk your life. No job is worth your life. You know, your family love you. People outside, maybe sitting around a swimming pool, that could be too hot for some people, especially if you got underlying issues. So if you're sitting around at a swimming pool, don't stay hydrated. If you're not in the water, stay hydrated. And it may come to a point where it's so hot that you can't even go swimming. Might have a heat stroke in the water. I'm not sure about that, but it's possible. If the water get too hot and you get too hot, the water still beaming on your head when you're sticking it out the water. So small children and elderly people, be careful. I wouldn't take a risk out like that, not wise above 100 degrees, because 100 degrees, being out there for hours at a time, this is why you have a heat stroke, because you could be to drink some water and still be dehydrated. That's how hot it is. You can still be dehydrated. Well, I drank a bottle of water. Well, that sun and suck that out of you. Still dehydrated, and you don't even know it, because you feel like you're moving fast, you're working, whatever, and you're saying I drink some water. A lot of people don't even like water, so if they drink a bottle of water, they think that they done drunk a whole lot of water. But that's not enough water in this heat. You're gonna have to drink it regular. If your mouth is dry, that's a sign you are dehydrated. You're getting dehydrated. So you just have to be aware of that. You have to continue to hydrate, continue to cool down with some ice, some water over your face. It's hot in the shade. Even under a tree it's hot. So if it's hot under a tree, you might have a stroke under a tree. You got to try to get to some cooler temperatures and cool that inside down so you don't have a heat stroke. We don't want people having heat strokes. We don't want the emergency system to be overwhelmed with people. We want to help save lives. So if you would like to donate to help the elderly, the poor, the handicapped, to receive fans, water, ice, whatever they may need or don't have, we're here to get that to them. If you know somebody you want to donate to directly, we're here to help them directly. We don't keep any of the money. 100% of the money will go to the purpose that you donated it for. If you donate on YouTube, on our channel, through PayPal, 100% will go to the person. If you go to our website, www.opulentusa.org, and donate, that is also a PayPal button. 100% of that money will go to the person or the event, because sometimes it's a storm, it's many people that you may be donating to, or it's a flood or something, so it's not always an individual. So if you want to help your community in specific, just write it in the notes, let us know, email us. You can go to our website and email us and tell us your intentions, the donation you made. We'll see it. PayPal, they give us a descriptive of the person's name and the person's email address, so we can contact you and get the information, or you can contact us because we have a email link on our site where you can send us a message. We have many pages, many cities. When you don't see your city on there, you can still donate to your city. We just got so many pages, 50 pages, so a lot of times you may not see your city because your city may not have had an event, or we put it on the front page. Or if your city has an event and you would like to fundraise it for it, just let us know. We'll fundraise for that city. We're not leaving anybody out. It's just limited space. But we want you to help out wherever you like, your city, your state, your neighborhood, a street, wherever you grew up at, wherever you want to give back to, 100% will go to that event. And that's what makes this channel special. That's what's going to make this channel great, because a lot of people don't want to give because they want their money to go 100% to the event, and that's what we're here for, to give back 100%. So I think this is going to be a great thing, because a lot of charities structured different than ours, and they don't give back 100%, and that stops a lot of people from giving because they want their 100% to go to the cause that they intended for it. So each program that we present on YouTube will be 100%. Every program on YouTube that I sit on here on YouTube will be 100%. You may see us on Facebook, that's 100%. You may see us on TikTok, Instagram, wherever you view our video at, it's going to be the same. Just go to our website, go to a YouTube button. We have a button on one of the other pages, or a link. We could put a link on there to PayPal. It's the same thing. And I'm sure everybody's familiar with PayPal by now. They are recognized around the world. A good payment system. They charge a fee and a transaction fee, so they will subtract that out of whatever you donate. But for us, the charity, we won't subtract anything. We will give it all back to the people. We're hoping that this is something that make more people want to help out, want to help people during disasters, heat waves, storms, hurricanes, floods, wildfires, earthquakes, volcanoes, whatever may happen around the world. You can feel comfortable. Come to Opulent Live, Opulent USA, Opulent Philanthropy. We're all the same company. Come here and donate and go to sleep, because your money is going to go to the event that you said we will. If you want us to post a check, what we send it to, we'll post a check. We'll do whatever you like, because we're not keeping the money. We don't have anything to hide, and we want that money to get to the person that it's that's supposed to benefit from it. and these are usually people that are down on their luck or experiencing a disaster, or they lost their home or food, or because when a lot of time when these disasters hit, even a heat wave, you may not have no air, and somebody that just went to the grocery store and bought groceries and on a fixed income, and the AC go out and they don't have any AC, then guess what? They lose their food. Will the electric company reimburse them? Not that I know of. I know they used to, but I don't know. Times have changed. Trying to get money back from an airline ticket. Somebody died. They couldn't get that money back. So I don't know. Probably not. These companies are refusing to refund people, even if it's their fault. And that's what the world has came to. It's coming to that companies they want to take all the money in, but even though they're making billions of dollars, somebody in poverty lose all their food because the electricity went out and they paying their bill and they on a fixed income. Now they don't have any food. So some of these people have to juggle between food and their medicine, and they may not be able to buy their medicine. And we don't want anybody to forego on their medicine and have to that's not good. We want them to be able to eat and take their medicine. So if you'd like to help out with somebody in this situation, this is the place to be. You all have a good day or a good rest of your Saturday, and we're going to come to an end.